And we are live.
Hello, hello.
What's up, everybody? Okay, so let's prepare the disclaimer here.
Just getting situated. There we go.
Let's just wait for a few people to jump on first. I'll tell everybody on the channel we're live. Okay, we have the first person. If you guys can see us, let us know that you're live. Okay, 6 people live. Awesome. Okay, let us know. Let us know who's watching. Give us your names, where you're dialing in from. We are live. Alrighty. So, come on, guys. Let us know who's watching. Alright, so. Hey, Lever. Rob. Hey, how's it going, Rob? Marlon from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Ohio. That's where I'm from.
Really?
Yep, Cleveland, Ohio.
Someone actually told me today. So a very good friend of mine, he was watching our live from last week because he follows like in my every move, and he was like, "That Tony guy looks like he's from New York." Like, I don't know where he's from, to be honest, because he's from New York.
I get New York and Jersey all the time, especially I've been in Las Vegas for 12 years, and all the tourists come and like if I'm playing craps or something and they hear me talk, they always say that. I don't know if it's the Italian thing or what, but I get it all the time.
Yeah, it has to be the Italian thing. It's true, because there's a huge, I think, community there in New York.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Cassandra. Who else? New comments. Hello, Cassandra. I'll start showing your comments, guys. Got Lever.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have the comments on. That's why I didn't see any of them. Jeez. Okay, here we go. All right, we do have civilization here.
We have 10 people watching. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So welcome to a new live. So this is really exciting stuff. We have really good stats for you. Things are looking amazing. Now, despite all the good news that we have, all the amazing results we're about to share with you, I have a couple of things we want to share with you, like how Tony and I diversify our portfolio. You guys can, hold on, not you guys, sorry. I'm too excited. I'm going to share a disclaimer first because we still have to give a disclaimer. Yeah, we'll get on with the show, and once we get that out of the way. So I'm just going to read it out to you guys, and then we'll get the show started. All right, so trading foreign currencies can be challenging and potentially profitable opportunity for investors. Trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to invest in foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with foreign exchange trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. All right, that's it, you guys. Now, we have a full-on agenda. So first, we're going to talk about the results so far with our automated Forex trading software for the month of July. For those of you that are familiar, we have, as you guys know, we have 2 accounts that we manage. If you guys are not familiar, don't worry. We're going to talk more about that. That's why we're here. All right, then we'll move on to talking about how you can diversify into our second account, which is more aggressive. So basically, we'll tell you guys like what the difference is between the two accounts, what we do with them, how we configure them every week, and all that good stuff that you need to know before you actually make any sort of consideration to join. How to get registered with our broker, how to fund it with crypto, and then we're gonna have even a little session where Tony and I will show you like the potential of compounding, because a lot of you come in with a small amount of capital, and that's understandable. But we'll talk a bit about the power of compounding, because if you guys look at this in the short term, you guys might not get too excited, like especially if you come in with say $250 or $500. But if you guys like look at it in a year's time, it just makes a whole world of a difference. All right, and then Q&A. All right, so we will give some space for Q&A. So Tony, did you say you wanted to do the stats with the MyFX books, or?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go into, I got them both tabs open here. So just to let you guys know. Oh, and also, you guys, we're fully transparent here. We do have links where you can follow our stats and follow the progress as far as, our returns, weekly, daily, monthly, and everything. So this is not like private information or anything like that. I just have the tabs open here. So I'm going to tell you the stats, but we do have this available for you. Okay. Now on the main PAM, which is our conservative one, this is the one that's been open from the very beginning for, it's been about just over 3 months, maybe almost 3.5 months now. And we have everything tweaked the way we run it, the way we want to, running on all 4 cylinders. I mean, we're just right where we want to be here. We got that sweet spot on both of the accounts actually. So, but anyways, okay. So for the week, in fact, we had a great week on the main PAM, just under 5%, 4.86% for the week. And for the month, this is awesome. We're over. In fact, now again, past profits don't guarantee future results, blah, blah, blah. But we aim for 10, basically like between 10 to 16, 15% a month. And we're already at 10.36% for the month. So we're just over halfway through the month. We're over our 10%. So it's just, it's all gravy from this point on. So the main PAM's doing very, very well. Okay. And the aggressive, and bottom line is the returns on the aggressive account are, like the past 2 weeks, it's been literally double the main PAM. And this week, let me see here. Yeah. I mean, almost the same. This week on the PAM, just under 10%, 9.3% for the week, and 21.75% for the month. We are just crushing it on this aggressive account here. The drawdown is a little higher. It's actually almost double the drawdown, but even on this account, if I'm not mistaken, stop me if I'm wrong here, but we have not gone over, well, our highest drawdown's been right around 10%. I think we were at 10% this week. And then just to finish up the week, we got rid of a lot of that drawdown last night. So we may even only be at like 4% or something like that right now. So the aggressive account we try to stay at an average of 10% or less on drawdown. And we've been doing that thus far. And then the main PAM, basically half the profits on average and half the drawdown. So it's just a lot more stress-free on the main account. But then again, the risk to reward is there. So the aggressive account, you're getting a little higher drawdown, but you're also getting double the returns. And, the numbers speak for themselves. So I don't think I missed anything. Let me know if I did. Oh, you guys, I just want to let you know, if you ask for the MyFXBook link and you're watching, you want to watch it, the progress of this, just keep in mind that from June 1st and after is when we started using the software that we're using now on both accounts. Actually, I think a week or two prior on the main account. But the main thing is on the aggressive account, if you see like before June, it was kind of up and down. We even had a really bad week that was not using the software we're using now. So from June 1st to the, and after, you'll see it's a consistent, steady, just, upward movement there on the profits. So I just want to throw that out there. If you look at the link, June 1st and beyond, we are using the EA that we're currently using. Okay. Anything I missed there, Kiera?
No, everything people need to know about the stats. Like Tony said, we didn't even the conservative account. We didn't even like go above 5% drawdown. It was under. It was about 4%. I was really impressed, and we kept staring at the stats every day. Like it was really impressive how the EA performed. Like it's been consistent the last few weeks. So yeah, so that's pretty much. That's pretty much what you guys need to know with the MyFXBook, as in with the stats. So as Tony mentioned, we have 2 accounts, right? And we have the aggressive. Now, I just corrected the mistake in the description, because I actually put we made 10% so far in the month of July. With the aggressive account, we've made 20%, double what we made with the conservative. And as Tony mentioned, it really depends on your risk appetite. Most people have messaged me this week saying, hey, I don't care, like the 10% drawdown is nothing, come on, like I'm gonna go with the aggressive and just double my profits. It's like, okay, like, you know, like I'm actually gonna put more funds in the aggressive as well. So yeah, so if you guys want to diversify with the aggressive account, all you need to do, well, or the conservative, all you need to do is go to the person who referred you to this video. So if Tony referred you, go to him. If I referred you, go to me. If someone else referred you, please go to them, all right? So yeah, so with regards to that, what I'll mention as well is how you guys can get registered with our broker. So you need to go to the person who referred you here and ask them for their LQDFX affiliate link. And once you get that link, all you need to do, guys, is get verified. All right, so let me quickly share my screen. I'll skim through this so that people who are new here will know what they need to do. So all you have to do is, once you get your LQDFX account, it's gonna look like this. It's a very simple dashboard, very straightforward. Everyone who gets an account with them is able to like figure it out literally within minutes. You have live chat here on the side, very helpful, by the way. Anything you need, they'll guide you through it. But the first thing you need to do is, the most important thing is, as soon as you join, you want to make sure you go to my profile and upload documents. So you want to verify your identity, and you want to verify the address you registered with. All right, it has to be, in terms of your ID card, it has to be a government issue ID. So identification, passport, driver's license. All right, send them very clear pictures showing all 4 corners. And to save you, I'm gonna just save you guys lots of time. Just take those pictures during daylight, because they're a bit like, they're really strict with, you know, with verifying you. So just send them really clear pictures, take them during daylight, show all 4 corners, and you're good. They should approve you within 24 to 48 hours. Everyone's different. And then when it comes to your address, proof of residence, again, you can use a bank statement, you can use a utility bill. Just again, show them all 4 corners, send it their way, and you're done. You're approved, okay? Now, our favorite way to fund a trading account, well, LQDFX in this case, is by using crypto. So I'll quickly show you guys how to get that done. So over here in the finance section, you're gonna click there. You're gonna deposit funds. Now everyone's gonna see something different here, okay? Like, I know people in the US, you have less options. People in Europe, you're gonna have more options. People on different sides of the world, I'm not too sure, but most people have at least Bitcoin and crypto, all right? Now, the easiest way is with crypto, and the reason being is our PAN by default is in dollar. So if you guys want to save, you know, having to pay for exchanging, say, euro to dollar, I would purchase some crypto if I were you, get some Bitcoin, actually accept, look, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. So buy, say, Bitcoin, because that's the most easy one to buy, using an exchange, and you can just deposit Bitcoin in here, and by default, they'll change it in dollar. And then when you withdraw, you can withdraw once again in Bitcoin and then exchange it in your exchange to whatever currency you want, right? So that's the easiest one, I think, personally, for everybody, especially if you're not in the US. All right, so it says here that the minimum deposit is €30, $30. And Tony uses this. I actually learned this from Tony, to use the crypto option, because I used to use the Bitcoin option. But all you need to do is click Save Bitcoin if you're gonna deposit in Bitcoin, and create the address. And there's your address. All right. So you can deposit to that address as much as you like. Once you've deposited, it's over here on your wallet balance, and you're ready to get hooked. You just have one more step. All right. We have videos on everything, by the way, so you can just ask us for videos, and you'll be good to go. Is everybody still there? It's so quiet. Alrighty, so so that's basically it. The last thing, guys, is you just need an MT4 account, so an MT4 PAM account. So go to trading account, create live account, and where you see MT4 PAM, you just click investor and create. All right, that's it. All right, and then you'll just need to do an internal transfer and just move whatever you see in your wallet to your MT4 PAM. And then we give you a link. So just ask whoever brought you to this video, just ask them for a link to get hooked to either the conservative or to the aggressive account. That's it. All right, you guys are good to go. It's really that easy. In less than a week, you should be hooked up. All right. So that's basically it. Anything I missed, Tony?
No, I think you're good. Just one thing I want to mention, it's in the instruction video, but just make sure you transfer your funds out of your wallet into the PAM trading account before you connect it to the PAM, or it won't let you connect. So, just if the money's still in your wallet, it's not in your trading account. So just make sure it's in your trading account, and then from that point, you should be able to connect to the PAMs. Just literally click of a button. You check 2 boxes and connect, and it's good. So, yep, I think we covered everything. There's a couple questions here. There's, I kind of answered it, but it says, what's the difference between the 2 accounts? Pretty self-explanatory. The aggressive is more aggressive. We trade at a little bit higher risk, higher volume. So therefore, the risk to reward is a little higher. You'll see a little bit higher drawdown as far as with open trades, but the end result is, on average, almost double the returns. So whereas we're getting, like we made this week, for instance, we made 5% on the main PAM for the week. We made 10%, just under 10% on the aggressive. So the returns are higher. Somebody else said they started with the conservative. Is there a recommended balance for the aggressive? I mean, that's really up to you. What's your risk appetite? Some people just do it even 50-50. I'm kind of like a 60-40, where I have like 60% of my money in the main one, 40% in the aggressive. But as a result, actually, no, it's like 70-30. But as a result of the returns, my balance is almost equal what it is now as the main account, just because the returns are so high. So it's like caught up to the other account. Okay, cool. We'll handle the rest of the Q&A when we're done.
Okay. I can't, for some reason, I can't see the comments, but I'm glad you can actually see them. It's not letting me scroll down to the bottom. Okay, so shall we share the screen again, and we'll talk a bit about compound interest?
Looks good. Sounds good.
Okay. In your good hands, Tony, here, okay? Just tell me what to do. So let's talk a bit about compounding. So you guys can, because we want you, for those of you that are going to get hooked, let's say you decide you want to do this in the end, we want you guys to come in with a long-term vision. For those of you that are coming in here like with a lot of like high risk appetite, which is, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. But for those of you that are looking at the short term, like I want to double my account in the next month, and then I just want to pull everything out so I can, I don't know, whatever you want to do. This is different. Like we want people to come in with, we want to manage people's expectations, but we want you also to see the long-term benefits and how far you can go when you have something that compounds. So Tony, just tell me what to do here.
Okay, so basically you're going to put your initial amount that you're starting with, where you're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And now this shows, I believe you can do a monthly on there, where it says yearly. See if you can do, it's been a while since I used this, monthly, or actually you can do a weekly too, I think. No, it's just yearly or monthly. Okay, so you can put a monthly there. Above that again, where it says percentage. So you would put in your percent. So let's say you're doing the aggressive account. Now, you guys, it depends, we're just going to do the aggressive because we were talking before about starting with a smaller balance, and a lot of people with a smaller balance like to go more aggressive to build it faster. So we'll say $1,000 starting balance, and let's just say, on average, let's say 30% per month. It could be lower, it could be a lot higher. Like this month, we're already at halfway to 40%, and it's only halfway through the month. So we'll probably most likely do over 30, but let's just say 30% a month. Again, you're going to, let's see, calculation period. Okay, so for years, okay, let me see here, calculation period, months, we'll do the same thing, months. And calculation period. Okay, so how many months do we want to do? So let's just start off with 12 months. And now, since we're showing everything monthly, we're going to keep it on months there. So this is doing $1,000 deposit, 30% a month for 12 months. And now you can even, if you want, we can give you guys this. I think we could give you guys this link, but you can add in there, like if you add regular deposits or withdrawals, if you want to look for more of a long-term, like say a 3-year, 5-year plan, and you want to do regular deposits and withdrawals, you can actually put that in the equation there as well. That's what that the one below that is for. And then go ahead and hit calculate. And this is going to show you if you don't take any money out or don't add any money, where you're at. Now now scroll down to the bottom.
Here or much further down?
Okay, the bottom, no, right where you're at. Now, what is it on the 12th month?
On the 12th month, the final balance is $23,298.
Actually, that seems high. That seems high at 30% a month. It should only be about maybe 30 some $100. Maybe we did something wrong on the calculations. I mean, that would be nice, right? But it's probably a lot less than that. I think we did something wrong on one of the settings here. Let's see, $1,000. I'm trying to squint here to see. Okay, interest rate, 30% a month. Calculate. Oh, we did. Well, wait a second. 12 months. Compound interval monthly. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Actually, I do think it's correct.
You don't, right? I'm just thinking maybe that was for more months, but we put 12 months. Calculation period, 12 months. Yeah, but you guys, we can have this for you guys to play with anyways. But the bottom line is, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out the magic of the compound interest when you're doing this month after month and after month. And actually, just to let you guys know, the EA that we use automatically compounds pretty much on a daily basis, where if you have enough money in your account and it can compound daily, it will. Every time it puts a new trade in, it's recalculating the balance in our master account. Okay, the whole entire balance as a whole, and it adjusts the lot size, which is the volume, the size of the trade, according to that new balance. So if we're profiting daily, it will actually go up daily. So that can be very, very significant over the course of time. Once you start to get up to like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, it's crazy, and you can see with those numbers. So just to let you guys know that it does compound all on its own and daily if we're profiting daily. So that's a nice thing too. So we were showing you there on a monthly compounding. It's actually compounding more often than that. So
awesome. Okay, guys. So one other thing we do want to mention is an alternative to the PAMs. So Tony and I, we had like several people saying, hey, we don't want to change our broker. Like all our funds are in this specific broker. Can we kind of keep our broker? And we cannot have a PAM as in one PAM cannot manage different brokers. It's just one broker, right? So a PAM can be managed to one broker, and we've kind of have like a broker that we both really like. And that's easy for most people to actually register and have an account without any complications. and most importantly, without any withdrawal complications. Like that's number one, right? No one wants withdrawal complications. So as we mentioned, we do use LQDFX. Now, for those of you that come to us and say, hey, look, I have a broker, but I want something that's going to yield like similar results to what your PAMs are performing. So Tony and I, we did a search, and we found a really good EA that works similarly to the PAMs. So we want to talk a bit about that. We have MyFXBook results that are really impressive. I actually showed them recently in my group. People went crazy. But it's just to show you what's possible. We're not suggesting that you go with this kind of settings that you're about to, like the results that it gives. Like, we're not suggesting that you actually go with those kind of settings, but it's good that you see what's possible, because it's a way for you guys to diversify. Like, you can have the PAMs, but you can diversify again. And that's what Tony and I are actually doing. We both have funds in the PAMs, and we also have funds with the CA that we're about to talk to you about. So Tony will share results with you guys, and yeah, you guys are gonna really love this. So
yeah, super disclosure, you guys. These are not recommended settings. You know, in full disclosure, it's not my account. It's actually a friend of mine. He's been trading it for over a month now. I didn't even hook mine up to a MyFXBook. I've just been too busy, you know, handling things with the PAM, and I don't have my settings as high as he does. So you guys, these are not recommended settings, and it is possible to blow your account, okay? This week, he did get up to over a 40%, or right around a 40% drawdown, okay? But he's coming out of it. I think right now he's around 20%. I just spoke to him before this this call here. So, but in this, as far as showing you the results, I do, if you get information from us, if you get information on this EA, you'll have the link to this, to these stats. So you'll be able to see proof of this live account, okay? It was, I think, $4,000, and it's almost $10,000 right now. He's only been trading, and let me, actually, I have it on the tab here. I can't share it with you guys, but.
You don't have a share option?
Do I? Let me see.
Do you want? I'll grab the MyFXBook link.
Oh, shit. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you found it?
Share screen. Okay, I think I can. Share screen is easiest with 2 monitors.
You just need to add it to the stream.
So let me know. Oh, wait a second. It's not letting me allow to see my screen. It says don't allow, but I can't click the allow button, and I don't know why. Yeah. Cannot permit access to your screen. Oh, you know why? It says Firefox cannot. It might be something with Firefox, because I do remember with our platform saying it's best to use Chrome. So maybe next time I'll use Chrome or something. That could be why, because it's saying Firefox won't allow it. Oh, I wonder if it's big. No. Yeah, it's not allowing it. But you guys, it doesn't matter, because I mean, it's in the link. If you get information on this, you'll have the link, and you'll see the updated stats. You'll see the complete history. And I'll just go ahead and tell you the numbers like I did before with our PAM accounts. So, okay, he started it June 14th. It's been 1 month and 3 days. And again, you guys can see this for yourself if you get the information from us. He is up 155, that's 155% in a month and 3 days. I mean, that's like 35-40%. It's like 37.5% a week. Okay, absolutely crazy. And you'll see there's points where the drawdown gets a little high, but then it comes back. So even with the high drawdown, when you consider what he's doing on a weekly, you know, on a weekly profits, that's the drawdown's nothing, because he's getting that in a week. You know what I mean? So, but again, I don't suggest using these, because if the market goes crazy and goes into a complete reversal and doesn't pull back, I mean, a lot of scenarios can cause you to either blow an account or lose a substantial amount. I'm just saying that's what's possible with this. And he's been running these high settings since he started. You definitely don't want to start with these settings, because what happens is you got to keep an eye on the news. If there's high volatility news, you want to reduce the settings. And then when you see like no crazy news or anything like that, then you'll bump it up. So you're constantly adjusting the settings as you go. But this is what's possible with this EA by running it on your own. Okay. Now there's a monthly cost to this. There's no performance fee because you own, you own the license to the EA. So you're keeping 100% of the profits. You're just paying monthly. I think for one license, it's like $97 a month, and then $147 a month for two or three licenses. I think now it's 3 licenses
Really?
for 147 a month. I have to check on that. But anyways, so you can actually run, a conservative account and then another one on more aggressive, or run one of them on demo, which they also suggest to start off conservative. And then if you have a second license, run it on a demo account to play around with it and see what's possible before you go and put your actual, money into it. Okay. So, but yeah, it's pretty insane. It's a very similar trading style to the EA that we're running on the PAM. Okay. So, a lot of the as far as it does, does price action. You can run any multiple pairs on it. You need a bigger account to run multiple pairs, such as to get the results I was just telling you about. If you start with a smaller account, like $1,000 or $500, that would be the bare minimum, $500. You wouldn't want to run more than one pair, okay, until you get to at least a couple $1,000s to add a second pair. That's what's suggested, you guys. Okay, so I think I still got this stupid window popping up. Don't allow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. It said Firefox won't allow it, so it's probably my browser that wouldn't allow me to share my screen. Somebody asked also in the comments section, and yeah, sorry guys, totally didn't even explain like what a PAM account actually. What is a PAM account? What does that mean? Well, the technical term it stands for is it's like percentage allocation managing thing module or something like that. But the bottom
Really cares.
So there you go. That's a PAM account. Basically what it is, it's a managed account where the trading's being done for you. So for instance, like with us, you guys, you're opening your own brokerage account. It's in your name. Nobody can touch your actual money as far as withdrawals, deposits, but you're just giving us access to trade the account. So all we can do is trade the account. If you lose your money or you take a loss, it's impossible for us to get access to your funds. Okay, so it's basically like a managed account. I always say it's a managed account. It's completely hands free. We mentioned software. Well, you don't have to run the software. You don't even need a computer. You just do as Kiera showed you. You sign up your account, you deposit into there, you connect it, and let us handle it from there. You don't have to have like a VPS like with this EA software. If you do this on your own with this software we were just talking about, you need to get a VPS, which is a virtual private server, and that's where you run it on your computer. But the nice thing about it is your computer can be turned off once it's hooked up. It runs like in the cloud, basically. It's like a whole separate computer in the cloud that's running your software. That's usually around $20 a month for I think the one that they recommend. See, we have several because of the PAM account. We're running different accounts and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more expensive for us, but for you, it's like 19 or $20 a month, and for the VPS. But the nice thing about it, if your internet goes out, if your electricity goes out, it does not affect the software. So it's very similar as far as plug and play. You set it up, you can be set up and running in half an hour. Your VPS. 20 minutes to a half an hour, you connect the software, maybe another half hour, and boom, you're good. It's pretty much hands-free. You can go on conservative settings and not change anything, or if you're going to go crazy and like the numbers I was showing you, you're going to be a little bit more hands-on watching the markets. They do have a Telegram group where they'll give you advice and say, hey, lower your settings to this, this, and this. Because we got a lot of crazy news coming up. So they do kind of, direct you and take you by the hand, pretty much one-on-one, if you need it with that software. So can you see the comments yet, Kiera, or no?
Finally, I can. It was because I was looking at the agenda through StreamYard. So StreamYard didn't let me check out the comments. Okay, so I don't know which questions you covered because I want to start showing people's comments on the screen. Did you cover this question, the difference between the two accounts?
I had, Ray's asking, sorry, yeah, right on the screen here. I was looking over here. What the difference between the two accounts? Yeah, I pretty much answered that earlier a couple times actually, but to reiterate, the aggressive account is just that. It's more aggressive. It's higher returns, higher reward, a little bit more risky, okay? So your drawdown, and if you guys are wondering what drawdown is basically when your open trades, you'll see like in the negative. And just so you guys are aware, if you're new to the PAM accounts and you're watching your trades, don't worry about it. Your open trades are always going to be in the negative. You'll have a couple of them that are in profit, but overall, you'll always be in the negative. And that's because once it gets into a profit, it closes the trades out. And it'll close them in sequences of not just one trade, but it might close like 4 or 5 trades all at once. And it'll be an overall profit. So the drawdown is how much you're in the negative compared to your balance. So it's basically the difference between your balance and your equity. So if your equity is $1,200 and your balance is $1,000, that's a $200 drawdown, which would be just under 20% drawdown. Okay, so just explain that. So yeah, so the difference between the two accounts is one is more conservative, lower returns, but more stress-free, where the aggressive one is going to be higher returns, bigger lot sizes as a result. It's a little bit higher drawdown also. But like one thing I explained to one of our guys this week, we were at a 10% drawdown, and I said, but you got to understand, if we're getting 10% in a week or close to it, after 1 week, even your equity, even considering the drawdown, you're in profit. So it's almost like just setting you back a week. But once you've been in for a week, even with the drawdown, you're on average, you're in a profit. And to answer another question I had this week, I don't see it on here, but somebody asked me, they want to, can we crank it up even more? Well, you guys, we keep it where it's at for a reason. Even though our drawdown's been staying at 10% or way under that, it has, well, not has, but it will get to a point where we're at a 20-25% drawdown, maybe even higher. So that's what we're looking at, the worst possible scenario. So that way, in the meantime, so when it does get to that point, we know that that's like the worst case for the most part. So we're always protecting your capital, and 8%, the returns that we've been getting, it's nothing to sneeze at. These are crazy returns anyways. So just let it do its thing, let it compound. If you want to make more money, just, put more money in. We're not going to raise it any more than, we might tweak it a little bit here and there, but yeah, that's why we keep it where we're at. Even though we're okay with 20% drawdown, that's because it's going to get to 20%. It'll happen once in a while, and it'll get out of it. But we're just keeping it where it's at. So on average, we're at 10% or below. I hope that makes sense. I know what I want to say. I'm just not sure I'm articulating it correctly.
Makes sense to me. So
here's another one. I've started in the conservative. Is there a recommended starting balance? I already answered that earlier. That it's really up to you. How aggressive are you? You might want to start off, you are in the conservative, and then just put it a little bit in the beginning. And it's just a couple clicks of a button if you want to switch. In fact, I noticed 1 or 2 people did that last night. I seen a withdrawal out of the conservative, and then the exact same amount appear a minute later into the aggressive. It's a couple clicks of a button to just transfer from one account to the other at any time. So is there any losses? Disclosure, there's no guarantees. It's trading. We've had losses, but not with this EA. Ever since we've been running this EA, in fact, not only have we not had a losing week, but I honestly don't think we've had a losing day.
we didn't.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And this is why I love this software so much. And the software that we brought up that you can get on your own is very, very similar. Even when you're in drawdown and you have all these open trades and you're in the negative, it closes in you will get daily profits closed out. it closes out consistent profits day after day after day. It's crazy. It's just, watching this. And you'll see sometimes it'll hedge and you'll have a buy and a sell on the same pair. Sometimes you'll only have, a buy or a sell. It has different methods, the way that it trades. Okay. And yeah. So, so far, no, not with this EA, no losses, but that's not to say we won't have any.
Yeah.
So.
In fact, the way like the EA we're telling you about that you can manage on your own, it even has like a weekly profit target. So let's say you just want to make 10% a week and you're happy with that. You can set it that way. Like there is a configuration where you can change it. Actually, by default, it's 5, but they tell us to change it to 50. But you can put that as 10%. And let's say you're on profit 10%, all of a sudden all your trades are on profit. It closes everything out and you're just done for the week. You're at 10%.
Right. It won't take any more trades. Exactly. Yeah, I think the default's 5%. They might have changed it by now. The reason they say to change it to 50 is basically they're saying by changing it to 50, it's unlimited. It just keeps running. It just keeps making profits. But if you don't want to go into the weekend with open trades, then you would maybe set a target of 10% or whatever. And when it hits there, like Kira said, it'll close everything out and just stop trading and you're done for the week. So you do have that option. It's pretty cool, actually. But like with me, I just keep it going, because this is long term for me. So I don't care if I go into the weekend with open trades. I don't care what the drawdown is. It'll open up next week and close them out and just continue where I left off. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. You explain what the PAM is. Ray is asking, can you do a micro account?
I'm sorry, Kira, because now I could be wrong, but I think I know what he's asking. So like if you're with LQDFX, if that's what you're asking, Ray, they have what's called a micro account where you can fund your account for $200, or actually like $25, I think, the minimum on the micro account, where the ECN account is $500 minimum. The micro account, you can go any amount pretty much. Yes, you can. It'll work. If you're talking about the EA, yeah, the EA will work on any account. But I don't really advise doing less than $500 with the EA because the smallest lot size is a micro lot, which is 0.01. And that would, if you're starting with $500 even, that's a 0.01 per 500. That's very aggressive. It's very aggressive. So you would just do one pair and just wait till that account gets up there before you even think about going, any more aggressive with it. But yes, to answer your question, you can. It'll work. The EA will definitely work with it. If you're referring to the PAM, that doesn't correlate because the PAM account's its own account. In fact, one positive thing we didn't mention here yet with the PAM account is it's actually even your account is set up to where it can do even less than a 0.01. So if we have a very small trade in, even though you have only a $250 account, it'll say 0.01, but it might be 0.0001 or something like that. That's the nice thing with the PAM account too. It compounds more often because it's able to do less than a micro lot, if that makes sense.
Can you share on screenshot on the MyFXBooks? Okay, actually, the description of this video, if you click on it, and you're watching this on YouTube, which is perfect. There are both MyFXBook links, so you just go ahead and check them out there. This is for just the PAMs, though.
Yes. And again, like I said before, just keep in mind, especially on the aggressive account, we didn't start using this EA until June 1st. In fact, you'll see it. You'll see at June 1st, it just started going consistent, nonstop, just to the moon, So anything before that, we were still configuring it. We were running a different EA. We had some conflicts we had two EAs at once, so we took a loss. You'll see it like a dip. That was that. So that none of that applies from June 1st on. Okay, just full disclosure. And how to get the settings? I'm not sure if you're referring to the EA. I'm assuming you're referring to the new EA. This is all in the sign up. When you sign up, you're gonna get all the instructions, what the settings mean. and everything. You can reach out to them on Telegram. You can reach out to us. Yeah, as far as with the PAM, you don't have to worry about that. We're running everything. The PAM is completely 100% hands-free. In fact, with the PAM account, even though you can connect it on your phone and see your trades, you can't close out any trades. You can't change anything. We control everything. Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah, just so that we make some things clear. So we have the 2 PAM accounts. Those are managed by us. You need to deal with no settings, no VPS. It is stress-free. You can just watch it from your phone. Literally wake up, check how much money you made, go back to sleep, blah, blah. It's that easy. The EA, which is separate, you're going to be in full control of your own risk, your broker, everything. You need to manage the VPS, the settings. They have amazing support, like Tony said. Now, that's a monthly cost. The PAMs, because we're managing it, we're configuring it every week and everything. We're in full control, Tony and I. You guys just leave you just put in your funds. All you guys need to do is place a minimum deposit with LQDFX of $250. All right. With any EA, it's a minimum of $250. And then all we do is every month we take 20% performance fee on your profits. Okay, not on your overall account balance, because I've had people ask me this. It's on the profit. So if Tony and I don't perform, we get nothing. The broker won't even let us take anything. Another thing the broker does is if the drawdown is much higher, if they see that there's so much negative, more than any profits you made for the whole month, they won't let us take our profits either. So it's up to us to perform and make sure that we're doing like a good job, or else we'll be out of pocket. So it's important for us that everyone is making money so that it's a win-win. All right. So that's just what I wanted to clear out, because I believe I didn't mention that before. All right. So next question: wouldn't the compounding based on the overall PAM balance be detrimental to smaller accounts? I think it's detrimental.
Yeah, detrimental. Yeah, wouldn't the compounding based on the overall PAM balance? Well, this kind of goes back to what I was saying before. Let me read this again. It's an overall PAM balance. I think this is answering the question, but it's basically what I was saying before. If you have a smaller account, let's say, okay, here's an example. Let's say you did this on your own using your own EA, and you start with, say, $500. You wouldn't really be able to compound at all until you at least double your money, because you're already at the very minimum lot size. And in fact, you would have to more than double, because it can only do a 0.01. Okay, that's the smallest lot size. And the next step up is a 0.02. Well, 0.01 to 0.02 is literally double the volume, which would mean you would have to double your account size to get to a 0.02. So unless you have a large account, say $5,000, when you have $5,000, you're making a bigger profit. So it can go up 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.04 faster. Now with the PAM account, it has more, it goes smaller than 0.01. It goes like 4 or 5 decimal points deep on the sub accounts, which is what you have with us. You have a sub account, okay? So even though it'll show in your MT4, like on your phone, on your sub account, your PAM account, it'll show 0.01. It's actually, if you have a smaller account, like under 1,000, it's actually less than 0.01. Okay, it's just it can't show anything less than that on the phone, but it might be a 0.0001 or 0.005 or something like that. So therefore, it is compounding more often on the PAM account because it's able to do smaller than a 0.01. I hope that answers your question, but it's, if not, let me know. I don't know if it's a specific.
Dean, percentage allocation management module. Thank you, Dean.
Isn't that what I said, or no? I don't even know. I was close.
I would never remember. I would never remember that. Or does the EA differentiate between accounts? It does. The PAM does, actually. It depends on your balance. It's not gonna just like it wouldn't just throw and say 0.10. It's going to see your balance and allocate. It's
okay to I get it. So it's perfectly proportionate regardless of the size of your account. So if you have a $250 account or the next guy has a $10,000 account, you're going to earn the same or lose the same percentage because it is perfectly proportioned regardless of the size of your account.
Exactly.
with the PAMs. Yep.
And the last comment, seconds are coming up large on my screen. Yeah, Cassandra, that's me doing that. It's a StreamYard feature. So no more questions. The last slide, we had tons of questions. Any other questions, you guys, or comments maybe? Let us know what excites you more. Actually, I always wanted to know like what excites you more. Is it the PAMs because you guys don't have to do anything, or is it the EA where you're in full control of your risk and you can just go crazy like Tony's buddy and go at 100, make 150?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, geez, talk about like, can you imagine just doubling your account every month for a year? I mean, even with just $1,000, you're doubling it every month for 12 months. Put that in the calculator. You don't have to, just do it in your head. It's what is it, $500,000 in a year off of $1,000? So, but I mean, what are the chances? You know, you're playing with fire there because you have to stay up on it, be a little bit active as far as reducing the settings at certain times. You know, otherwise it's only what good is it if it's going to eventually take it all back, you know, and blow your account 6 months down the road. So, but it's definitely it's some really considering the returns, the drawdown's pretty low considering the returns that it gives you.
what was the lowest? What was the highest drawdown? 35%.
He hit. There was a particular pair this week, the Euro British Pound. In fact, I think we actually run that with our PAM EA, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And it got into some high drawdown, and he said almost all the drawdowns because of that pair, he hit 40%. Now he's down to like 20 or 20 some percent drawdown. But he made what, 30% for the week, like just this week. So the drawdown's kind of irrelevant. And now, even though since the drawdowns come down, he's way into profit for the week. And he's still at 155% or whatever for the past 33 days, which is just insane.
Got you. Thank you, Tony. So Olivera understood you. Cassandra, once one starts making a bunch of money, how easy it is to withdraw a portion.
Hey, Cassandra. I think that's the Cassandra that I spoke with. Anyways, very easy. In fact, people, you know, not even once you're making a bunch of money. I mean, everybody's different, right? Some people want to put in a big amount and actually start taking out right away. It's very easy. It's Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out is what the preferred method. If you're in the USA, which I believe you are, you have no choice but to use Bitcoin, but very fast. You just a couple clicks of a button. You give them your wallet address. They do like a one-time password. They'll send in a password to your email for your protection to make sure it's you asking for the withdrawal. You put the password in and it'll say success, and then 24 to 48 hours, usually 24 hours. Like if you do it during the day, I usually wake up the next morning, it's in my wallet. So very fast, super easy. Yeah, and just make sure, I mentioned this before, but I don't think I mentioned it today. If you're going to take a withdrawal, make sure if we're not in real high drawdown, like if you're, in other words, look at your equity. That's going to tell you, like if you were to close all the trades right now and want to cash out, the equity is what you would get, okay? And if you take out like all that equity or all but a little bit of that equity, it may close all those trades out. And if you're in a high drawdown, you're going to take that loss, and you don't want that. So just make sure you leave enough in there, you know, say 50% of it in there. If you're in high drawdown, you know, leave 50% of it in there so it doesn't close out your trades, and that way it'll still keep you going through those trades to after your withdrawal. So, and you can always ask us if you're not sure. You can always ask us at that time.
Yeah. For 1,000, which of the accounts is better to put money?
So here's the thing: the minimum is $250. So you can go 500, you know, 750 in one and 250 in the other. It's up to you how much you put into which, because it's really a matter of, okay, just always, no matter what, don't put in any money you can't afford to lose, because there's risk, you know, with trading. But depending, you know, on your risk appetite, you might say, hey, I'm going to put the whole 1,000 in the aggressive, or you might put the whole thing in the conservative, or like I said, split it up. You can't answer that. That's something that you need to figure out yourself. Really, yeah. Sorry.
And it also depends on your risk appetite. I have like people who've seen both, and they would still much rather go with the conservative. And then I have people that go crazy over the aggressive. Like, I don't care, I'm risky, just put it all. I just want to put it all in there. So it's really up to, depends on your risk appetite. Both Tony and I are diversified, for example, because we like to have like different, different accounts, because we just feel it's safer. But that's us. So you have to decide what's best for your funds.
And just to give you an example too, as far as for numbers, because I'm a numbers guy, as Kira knows. So like, for instance, for the $1,000, now if we're, and these are just throwing these out there, like on average what we've done, but it's going to vary week to week. But as far as, let's say we're getting 5% a week on the conservative, and we're averaging 10% a week on the aggressive. If you were to go 50-50, meaning put half your money in one and half your money in the other, that would give you an average weekly return of 7.5%. That's still pretty darn good, even though you didn't put it all in the aggressive. So, I mean, you can kind of do your own numbers, but yeah, so if you go 50-50, you're going to average right in between what the main account does in the aggressive account. If we're getting 6% here and 12% here, that would give you an average of 9.25% or whatever, So you could just kind of figure it out that way, what you want to earn on average. Now, again, full disclosure, week to week, everything changes. I'm just going by what our average has been historically and what we aim to do in the future,
Okay, so Dean says, once again, because I'm trying to access Telegram at the same time. So easy to deposit and withdraw Bitcoin with Cash App. Yeah, for those of you in the US, Cash App is the best option, it seems. For those of you in Europe, I would highly recommend Bitpanda. It's what I've used for years. Really good. Very professional. Yeah, but just use a crypto exchange. Honestly, guys, the future is crypto, so might as well get used to it now.
Yeah, but Dean's right. Thanks, Dean, for pointing that out. Yeah, Cash App is so easy. It's so easy. They don't hold your money like Coinbase does. I think they have like a weekly limit of like $2,500. So I mean, I use Cash App all the time, for going right into the PAM, into the broker account.
Alrighty. I'm just saw Cassandra's question. So what I'm going to do is grab a link for you guys so that actually, what am I thinking? It's in the description below. All right. So Cassandra says, I'm so excited about this account. I might just put what I've been saving for vacation into it to make a lot of more money.
Well, yeah, Cassandra, and if you want to reach out to me, I hope this is the Cassandra that I spoke to. If so, then if you want to reach out to me, I mean, don't, depending on the amount, maybe don't put the whole thing. If you want to do that, you don't want to put maybe the whole thing into the aggressive, because I think that's what you did, with what you started. Just, maybe split it up just to be on the safe side, but it's up to you. It's completely up to you,
Okay, so just to answer your question, Cassandra, where's the fastest place to look for how high the drawdown is? So the best way is to actually download MetaTrader 4 on your phone and log in to MetaTrader. So just literally find MetaTrader 4 on your apps in the App Store, but depending what you have, Android or Apple. Yeah, it won't let me share this. And all you have to do is log in using your trading account number from LPDFX. So whatever your MT4 PAM investor account number is, put it in as the login. And your password is the password you created the LPDFX account with. You log in, and you'll be able to watch your trades. You can see your drawdown, how much profits you're making for the day, the week. It's phenomenal. So just go ahead. It's in the description below. I actually placed 2 videos which will show you how to do that, how to download MetaTrader 4 and how to log into your back office. I'm not talking about thousands of dollars, but still, putting your money.
Yes, she says that it's me. It is Cassandra. Okay, good to know. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
So no debit cards at all. It depends where you are.
Yes, the VLoad option. If you're in the US, I don't know if you can do it. But the VLoad option, you sign up with VLoad, you load it, and you can use a credit or debit card. Just keep in mind, this is one thing that you need to understand. However you make your first deposit, let's say it's $1,000. Your first withdrawal up to that $1,000, your first $1,000 that you take out has to be in the same form that you made a deposit, and that can get tricky. So if you use like a prepaid card or something like that, and you don't no longer have that card, it might be a little trickier to get the money out. You have to jump through more hoops, you know what I mean? So that's why the Bitcoin is so nice. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, no questions asked. So just keep that in mind, because the first withdrawal up to that amount you deposit, and that's a international, it's like a money laundering law. Okay, it's not something they choose. They have to do that for anti-money laundering purposes to make sure that it's clean funds and so forth. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing your method. Okay, that's why we always like to use the crypto. It's just so much easier.
Yeah. Dean can probably tell me about all this too. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was reading a question that I totally forgot. Cassandra, you were asking, how do you find, and Kia, you were answering it, you could show her how to go on her MT4. Now, if you don't want to do that, Cassandra, you could just simply look at, like I was saying before, look at the difference between your balance and your equity in your back office of LQD. Whatever the difference is between your balance and your equity, that's your drawdown. So like if it says, say, $1,000 balance, $800 equity, that's a $200 drawdown. If you want to know the percentage, you would just divide that amount, 200, divided by your balance, 1,000. So that would be 20%. Okay. So you would take your the difference between the two and divide that by your balance, and that's your percentage in drawdown.
Barbados, Caribbean. Damn, okay, we're coming on holiday there.
All right.
I'm not too sure what it's like in the Caribbean, as in what will, the way for you to know is, Liver, is once you create your LKDFX account, do what I told you before in this video. So once we finish streaming this link, you can use the same link to watch the replay. You just do what I did. Go into finance, deposit, and you'll see the methods available to you wherever you are. So in your case, Barbados, Caribbean. So it's going to be different for different people around the world. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think I have more options than most, because we're allowed to use our visa.
Yeah, we're limited in the U.S. not because of the broker, but because thanks to good old Big Brother, you know, always trying to have control of our money. You know, so that's thank goodness for Bitcoin, you know, honestly. So
all right, so Cassandra said it makes sense. Any other questions, you guys? Any other questions, you guys?
It's been on for an hour now, so we'll wrap it up here soon if we don't have any more questions.
One last thing, you guys. If you guys want to bring people to the next call, we should be doing one in 2 weeks' time. If you guys want to bring people to these calls, you can. Because what we do is we always tell people to go back to the person who referred them here. And you guys can make money by just referring our PAM. So the way this works is inside your LQDFX back office, if you hit partner, there's on the left, there is a tab called partner. And then you click on overview, there's your affiliate link. All right, give people your affiliate link. And we make some great commissions just from referring people to the affiliate link just to open a broker account. So people have to open the broker account anyway, so might as well, they use your link and you get paid for it. You get, you know, some nice commissions which you can put back into your trading. I am not sure how to use the crypto, or is it explained on the broker? No, but Liver, there's so many YouTube videos. Crypto is like a hot topic on YouTube. So just look, for example, on, you know, how to buy crypto if I'm in the Caribbean, and people who are in the Caribbean will probably pop up showing you like exchange where you are, which is the best exchange. I think the most user friendly one is Coinbase, so maybe start there.
Coinbase, Coin Mama. There's a ton of exchanges you can use. Just know that Bitcoin is the primary crypto, and that's probably what you want to use. Okay, Bitcoin is the flagship. So just look up how to buy Bitcoin. Get a Bitcoin wallet somewhere. You'll purchase Bitcoin, and then you'll just. But there's tons of videos all over YouTube on using Bitcoin.
Yeah, Liver, as well, just ask the person who referred you here to help you out, because especially if it's Tony or myself, we both know how to,
But you
guide
might
you.
be able, you might be able to use a debit card on that option, because you're not in the U.S., so you might be able to just use a debit card. Just go on and you can ask them in the live chat, and they'll tell you, walk you through. In fact, I'm pretty sure they'll even walk you through that.
Kiara, please pronounce your last name. It's Francica. It's a bit of, yeah, I know. Everyone says Francica. I can't stand it, actually. Of course, so Dean will help you out, Cassandra. And Ang360 says, thank you, guys. Alrighty, guys. I think this is our wrap. Any other comments, Tony?
No, I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, if you're watching this on Facebook, you can always comment there and ask questions. On YouTube, same thing. Or go back to the person, whoever brought you here, whether it's myself, Kira, or somebody else, go back to them. In fact, I want to stress, this isn't like some MLM thing or anything like that where you think you have a benefit by bypassing the person that introduced you and trying to get in touch with me or Kira directly. Do not do that. There's no benefit whatsoever, okay? We all have equal opportunity here. That's what's really nice. Doesn't matter who introduced you. You're going to make the same amount of money because it's trading, plain and simple. So,
who's you, Liver? Is it Tony or me?
What's that?
You were the one I saw on YouTube. I don't know who's you. It's probably you, Tony, because it's your channel.
Oh, okay. Maybe so. Yeah. So, Lavir, you can just, reach out to me either on YouTube or I should have, if I don't have my email on there, I'll give it to you. If you just comment, I can give you my personal email and we can go back and forth, or on Facebook, or however you want to communicate. Absolutely. So I'll help you out.
Thank you, Cassandra. All right, you guys. So that's basically it. Guys, just refresh this page. And it's a replay. You can keep it, like you can watch it again, save it, send it to your friends, do whatever you want with it, and you can refer back to you. All right, so we will, Kiara, okay. I think we spoke, right, on Telegram. Anyhow, just send me a message. Don't worry. Okay, you guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll definitely do another live in about 2 weeks' time. We'll always announce it. And with that being said, make it a great day. I'll see you guys at the top.
Take care.
Take care.